Agent 47 and Diana Burnwood are the world's top assassins working for the ICA. Unknowingly, they have been hired by a shadow client to target a number of operatives of Providence, a secret organization working in the highest echelons of power. Providence's controller, the Constant, approaches Diana and makes her a deal. Eliminate the shadow client and learn about 47's past. But when 47 discovers that the shadow client is Lucas Gray, his lost childhood friend, he and Diana switch sides to fulfill an old pact: destroy Providence. Together, they manage to capture the Constant, forcing him to reveal the identities of the 3 Providence partners. Eliminate them, and the war would be over. However, the Constant has an ace up his sleeve. Look closer. In the shadows. Behind the everyday world. Beyond the headlines and the seats of power. A hidden hand. A kind of company known as Providence. To it, we were just assets, to use and throw away, to do the unthinkable, the unforgivable, and it never gave us a second thought. Until now. After decades in the shadows, we are fighting back. Me and 47. Much has been lost, but we are closer than ever. We trapped the Constant, Providence's chief controller, and finally learnt the names of its 3 partners. In their downfall, we lay the past to rest. And, just maybe, look towards the future. 47. It's time.
Partners are down there. You know, I never planned this far ahead. You never do. I see someone got his memory back. Wait, is that a beacon? What the hell? Base. Alexa Carlisle's helicopter just took off. Confirm target locations, over. Diana, what's the status?
Right. We have a situation. Carlisle has left the building. And I think I know why. The Constant has escaped. He persuaded one of the sailors into setting him free. And since then, he's been seizing control of Providence assets and resources. I can only assume Carlisle is rushing to contain the damage.
If she slips away again...
We'll keep track of her. Make sure she doesn't. Meanwhile, the plan stays the same. Your destination is the Scepter, the world's tallest building where the partners are laying low, courtesy of their host, Sheikh Omar Al-Ghazali. Marcus Stuyvesant is fifth-generation old money. His family made its fortune in real estate and banking, and were at one point the chief landowners in New York. Carl Ingram is a powerful Washington kingmaker whose family grew rich selling gunpowder during the American Civil War, and later established a globe-spanning empire in oil, coal, and steel. Both families long since retreated from public view, but their quiet dominance endures to this day. Now, the partners likely suspect that we're coming, so Mr. Gray will infiltrate building controls and disable all electronic doors and elevators. Stuyvesant and Ingram are about to find they have nowhere left to run.
Right. This is our moment, 47. Providence ruined our lives with the flick of a pen. Today, we return the favor. Happy hunting.
Welcome to Dubai, 47. Today is the inauguration of the Scepter, and the ceremony is well underway. You will find Marcus Stuyvesant near the building's signature art installation, while a paranoid Carl Ingram has ensconced himself in his penthouse suite, security on highest alert. Mr. Gray is already in position and ready to assist. Good luck, 47.
Come in. 47, do you copy?
I'm here.
Are you in position?
I'm heading towards the point of entry.
Good. Get back to me when you're there. 47, use your camera and scan the lock, will you? I think I can override the Windows controls from here.
I'm in position.
47, the inauguration is taking place close by. Once you've infiltrated it, get your bearings. I'm sure there must be floor plans somewhere.
Understood.
We need absolute focus on this one. If Ingram and Stuyvesant are alerted to our presence, we may lose them for good. We are so close, 47.
Don't worry. They're not going anywhere.
Welcome.
Can I help you? You're kind of freaking me out. Excuse me. I was wondering if you could help. Upstairs, that is the Royal Highness Omar Al-Ghazali's private penthouse. Correct. I heard rumors he has some guests of some significance. Now, I understand you probably signed an NDA, but I may be able to make up for it with cold cash.
I can't help you. Talk to security or contact HR. What happens upstairs is none of my business.
All right, thanks for your help. This stinks of something.
Listen, I want to talk to the partners directly. Make them understand why all of this is happening. And that terminal gives me an idea. There's a server room near the Sheikh's personal reception. If you can gain access to it, we might be able to recover useful intel from it. We'll have to work together to hack the system, but it's our best shot.
This pet project right out of the gate. I'm not sure. Have the capital and the balls to lie on the scepter. That I had no idea His Royal Highness was in bed.
It's just a precaution.
I've been personally invited by the Royal Highness Omar Al-Ghazali. I should have clearance. The name is Zaina Kazim.
Sir, I understand, but you can't enter without being...
Zana Kazim, aka the Vulture. One of the top agents working for Crystal Dawn, the Pan-African terrorist organization. I almost hired him myself once, but chose the Maelstrom instead. Now what is his business here?
Searched. It's standard procedure.
This is ridiculous.
Well, that's how it is. Think about it and come back if you want. I'll be waiting upstairs in the reception. Understood?
Crystal.
I was wondering if you could help me. And I promise there is something in it for you as well. Just
This is a private matter.
Besides, this is your big day.
ankle. Have fun.
Oh, don't worry about that. My arm. No, I have to go. I'll call you when I get back to New York. Lucy, you are needed at the
Something he's gonna walk on all day?
Did she make the promise tag?
Oh, no. My wife sent me a link as a joke, and now all I see online are ads for these fucking shoes. There should be a box you can check when you just cringe browsing, you know?
Ah, no way. That's like that on the best buy on the internet. Where do you think I got my This Security Professional Loves His Cavalier King Charles Spaniel shirt?
Yeah, that's a pretty good shoe.
His Highness has everyone working triple shifts.
I think I can open that window remotely. Scan the lock with your camera and I'll have a try.
Act professional. Put that away.
Look, this is gonna make me look really bad. I'm sure. Hey, you! I have a problem. I'm supposed to meet up for duty, but they can't find my uniform.
That's not my problem.
Come on, I need help. You look my size? If you're off duty, couldn't I just borrow your uniform? It's my first day and I really need this gig.
Good for you. Congratulations.
No, it's all screwed up. They can't find my uniform. I'm begging you, man to man.
Sorry. Still on duty.
Oh, God. This is not my day. Oh, it's Mumbai all over again.
I'm sure it's around here somewhere. Don't you worry. A colleague is also out there looking.
But this is awful. I mean, I'm in my boxers and you are a woman. It's just so embarrassing.
Oh, it's nothing I haven't seen before.
But you don't understand. I'm military. We military men are used to punctuality. I was supposed to be ready and present my papers half an hour ago.
Yes, you men in the army with your papers. Super punctual. I get it. Yes.
Are you making fun of me? That's so cruel. Do you know what a man is without his gun?
Man in his boxers. Crying like a baby.
Ugh. You women will never understand.
And I don't think we ever will. I can't find it. Can't you just wear a waiter uniform? It would be pretty effective if you wanted to blend in.
What?
Do you think I would get away with acting like she does? She's management, and I'm not, obviously.
Boss? Seems pretty interesting.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm sure all of the well-paid and ethically treated contractors are complain.
Looking good, man. Looking good. Hey, how are you?
Not turned up yet.
Sir, we have word that he's arrived. Just waiting for him to turn up.
I'm glad to hear, but I don't like to be kept waiting. Make sure he has his papers and call me, okay?
I'll call you as soon as he turns up.
Good. And please, when I come back, no more excuses. I'm a personal friend of His Royal Highness, Omar Al-Ghazali.
Stuyvesant is expecting a replacement guard. If you can locate him, we should be able to get within strangling distance of the little worm.
Reporting for duty.
About time. Our client has been going out of his mind waiting for you. Do you have the papers?
Yes.
Good. I'll call him now.
How should I address him?
It's classified, so you don't call him anything. But officially, he's just known as codename Pinky. Sir, this is security. Just calling to let you know your new guard has finally arrived. Yes, sir. See you soon. Okay, wait here. He'll be here shortly. Mumbai. I heard that was a shitstorm. It's good to see a man like you back in the saddle. Guess that's just our line of work.
Okay, you must be my new escort. I have very
Right
high
there.
standards.
That's Marcus
Trust you to do your
Stuyvesant,
duty.
Providence partner, self-entitled and arrogant little worm. He might not look like much, but he's done more damage to the world than you could dream.
Okay, let's see here. Well, you have been around the world. Mumbai, Italy, France, Japan. This is a very impressive CV. I think you'll do. Okay, walk with me. I need to go through some ground rules. I expect you to be by my side 24/7, unless I say otherwise. Bathroom breaks are, of course, permitted, but only when I say so. I have a very important and delicate meeting today, in which I expect you to keep your ears closed, but your eyes wide open. Understood? Now, your papers were indeed impressive, but I need to see what you can do with my own eyes. My father used to take me hunting. He was an avid hunter. I personally hated it, but always admired his skill with a knife, and grew to appreciate what it takes to gut an animal. Have you ever tried to gut an animal?
Yes.
Good. Then you know it's not so easy as it looks. Like trying to stab a rubber ball. Bounces back if you don't stab it correctly. You're almost here. You have to understand. I didn't get where I am by blind faith. Okay, we are almost there. You see the shooting targets? Any fool can shoot a target. With a knife? That's where the talent lies. My father always used to say, if you are good with a knife, you're even better with a gun. I want to see your skills. I don't know why, but I've always trusted a man who could throw a knife. I'm sure a psychiatrist would have a field day with that statement. So, show me what you got. Do well and you work for me. Fail, you get out of here, and I never want to see your face again. Let's just hope he's half as good as you were.
Only time will tell. But I doubt it.
You cocky idiot. Look at that! Not bad at all. Oh, spot on! That was quite spectacular. Hey, time is of the essence. Just do what you're told. Okay, let's move on. I'm so proud of my Cornelia. To think she could pull all of this off, or thinking she had lost me. Magnificent. It really is. Why is this not working? So unprofessional. Art is money and it needs to be perfect. I talked to that airhead technician again. Hello? Look, I've already raised this issue with you once, but the sun is not radiant enough. You really need someone to fix this. Otherwise, this installation has no meaning. Understood?
I've passed on your concerns, and I promise you someone is looking into it.
Look, I don't care for your constant excuses. Fix it. Or do you want me to go and complain to His Royal Highness personally? You still have my cell number, I hope?
Uh-huh. I still have your number, sir.
Well, then fix it. Call me when it's done.
Exquisite.
He-Man is back.
Okay, I want to check the miniature diagram of the exhibition. Try to stay a few feet away. I don't want to attract too much attention.
Looking good, man. Looking good.
Have you managed to find that bottle of 60 rum?
I'm sorry, sir. We are still looking.
But you have a bottle, right? It has to be 60 years old.
Of course. The Royal Highness has the best selection in the world.
Good. Let me know when you found it.
Exactly, yeah. Meditating is great.
How are you, sir?
Gosh, your work must be so glamorous.
Boss? Seems pretty interesting.
Marcus, hope you are keeping yourself out of trouble.
No need trying to keep a low profile.
So, have you talked to your daughter?
That's none of your business.
Everything here is my business. You are my guest. Do you know that Carl is wondering why you are down here?
Carl is not my keeper. You better keep your mouth shut. He can't know I contacted her.
Don't worry, Marcus. Your secret is safe with me. Carl knows nothing. And I hope you won't forget that. You know, I gave you a very moving eulogy during my speech.
I'm sorry I missed it.
Yes, so am I. Stay safe. And remember who your friends are. I hope your talk with your daughter gives you some closure. And you remember I've done you more than just one favor.
I will. Damn it. Cornelia, I told you to come alone. Why is she talking to Lucy Phillips? I'll hold back for now.
What a pleasant surprise. You look well. Do you remember the night?
Looking good today, sir.
Christ, Cornelia is not alone. Okay, you see that woman yakking away in there? I need you to get rid of her. Normally I would say by any means necessary, but alas, she is one of the stars of the inauguration. So I would like you to lure her away from the other young lady I need to talk to. Understood? Good.
Keeping the big man safe, huh? Yeah, nice gig.
All those people. They look oddly small, don't they?
Miss
Yes, what is it?
a delicate matter needs your attention. Up in the tech room.
Oh, bloody hell! Can't they do anything themselves up there? Fine, I'll be right up. Now, are you going to be okay?
Thank you, Lucy. I'll be fine. Just go.
Okay. Well, I love you, darling. I'll catch you later, okay?
Bye. Hi.
That Rangan guy. Never asked me to work for him. Called put in my
Thought the little cow would never leave.
Dad, I'm so glad that you're alive.
Cornelia, I'm glad you are safe.
Dad, you have to tell me what's going on.
I will. One sec. Let me just get a drink. So is a very dangerous man.
Okay, so now what? You just pretend to be dead?
We had no choice.
Hello, sir.
Everything was compromised, but me and one of my partners are fighting back to fix this, and we will succeed. And how can I put this?
I don't know. Try.
It's always been your legacy to take over my duties when I retire. It's been like that for generations. You need to accept that. You have no choice.
Jesus Christ, Dad. You know I hate your other businesses. I only tolerate this because you're my father.
But look at what you have done with the Art Foundation. You've built it to become one of our biggest businesses. You alone. I am so proud of you. And when we regain the throne, I want you to be my heir. Please, honey, say yes.
Screw you. This is too much.
I know you're upset, but think about it. I'll have someone contact you, but for now, and maybe forever, you have to accept me as dead.
I don't believe this.
I love you more than anything else. Just think about it. I'm going now. Bye, my dear.
Goodbye, Dad.
Hello, sir.
Okay, we should stay.
This way.
Feels like you guys should have some better backups in place.
It's beautiful. Finally.
You got him, 47. Marcus Stuyvesant won't be a problem anymore. Let's move on to Carl Ingram. We're not done yet.
I am good at this.
Okay.
Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum.
Hello? Yeah, I just wanted to remind you about the lockdown drill tomorrow.
Just keep calm.
But I like listening to the radio. Our Royal Highness has never on duty tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Why? Just wondered if you got the briefing on the lockdown drill tomorrow?
I got it. I'll get issued one tomorrow morning.
You know how it works? Because I don't.
It's easy. Two of us are stationed up here and below, by the card reader. We get an alert, we both swipe our cards, and bingo. Lockdown.
Well, what if the other guard is using the bathroom?
Well, it's timed. So if that should happen, I should be able to run down and activate the other swipe as well. But I guess that will need a little practice.
Happy to not be at work tomorrow. Sounds like a lot of running around.
It's what we're paid to do.
Yeah, and it'll probably never happen. Just like fire drills.
Yeah. Just like fire drills.
That one's always really spoken to me.
Looking good today, sir.
But I like listening to the radio.
You on duty tomorrow?
Yeah. Why?
Just wondered if you got the briefing on the lockdown drill tomorrow.
I got it. I'll get issued one tomorrow
of any kind.
Okay, but it means I'll work slower.
I don't care what tempo you work.
It will be
But I guess that will need a little practice.
Happy to not be at work tomorrow. Sounds like a lot of running around.
It's what we're paid to do.
Yeah, and it'll probably never happen. Just like fire drills.
Yeah. Just like fire drills.
It's a classic. His stuff's timeless.
What are you, morons? I just found this weapon lying around.
Man, it's me. I need a hand down here. What's going on, and I'm not sure what the hell it is.
Backup in grid figures 69 and 6845. Please confirm. Control out.
Please stay back.
But I like listening to the radio. Our Royal Highness has never complained about it before.
Just wondered if you got... I'm sorry, but Mr. Ingram, who is the Royal Highness's guest, has a request.
And I'll probably get a warning about that.
Lockdown.
What if the other guard is using the bathroom? I think I'm in
Well,
love.
it's time. So if that should happen, I should be able to run down and activate the other swipe as well. But I guess that will need a little practice.
Happy to not be at work tomorrow. Sounds like a lot of running around.
It's what we're paid to do.
Yeah, and it'll probably never happen. Just like fire drills.
Yeah. Just like fire drills.
That's Carl Ingram, Providence partner and brass balls billionaire. A legendary political fixer, Ingram is old money and as rotten as they come.
Are you kidding me? I specifically asked for no noise. I'm working on my documents here. Jesus! Come on! How hard can it be not to turn on the goddamn radio? This is a study! It demands peace and quiet, you idiots! I'm going up to the penthouse suite! Okay, where was I? To my successor. Power again. We have been able to maintain our power since Providence was established. And two, our secret. Throughout history. Not bad.
It smells delicious. Is it nearly done? Are you kidding me? No. Simmer.
successor, it's important you understand that we, the partners, are a collective of distinguished families who have taken it upon ourselves to guide the world. That's right. Okay, that's enough for now. Not bad. I need a break. Okay, where was I? So, it's our duty to keep the world in check, to make sure the engine runs smoothly and not dissolve into anarchy. That might sound harsh, but it is our fundamental belief that the masses must be guided, as they are incapable of guiding themselves. However, these ideals could be misinterpreted as some form of dictatorship. And this is where I beg to
Someone's all kitted out.
They received simple instructions to let me be in peace, and they can't fulfill it. Yeah, well, I say fire them all. I'll need to talk to Omar about this later. Golf. You little shits. Come on, I get hold of you Edwards. Yeah, the golf club. Damn you, Edwards.
We got him, 47. Soon there will be no more Providence. You need to find an exit. Our business is done here, but it's far from over.
Oh, shit!
Hey, you, stop.
If that's your winning face, I'd hate to see you lose.
We underestimated the Constant.
Yeah, he's a glorified desk clerk.
He's not just after the money. He wants it all.
We caught him once, we can do it again. And, well, we're not the ones who let him escape.
You still don't trust her.
I don't like executive decision makers. Look, you don't have to follow her, you know? Soon, this will be over. Maybe it's time to think about the future. You have to face the possibility that there's no going back. If the ICA knows what you did,
she'll make it right. She always does.
We have a fix on Carlisle. Come on. We've got a plane to catch. I hope you like the rain, 47.
Miss Burnwood.
How did you...
I have everyone's number. You really ought to know by now.
You planned this? All of it?
Don't be silly. I just played the hand I was dealt.
We'll find you.
You had me. Where'd that get you?
We handed you an empire.
It's for the best. The partners were complacent, set in their ways. But power is more than just security. Providence can be an agent of change. Surely you understand. Or you will. Soon enough.
She came home.
Carlyle's lost an empire. You fall hard enough, you tend to be reminded of what truly matters. So, the end of the line. You ready for this?
Are you? Who will you be, without a score to settle?
I guess the world's most wanted fugitive will have to do.
Alexa Carlyle is dead. According to the funeral invitation, that is. So naturally, it caused quite a stir when the late matriarch turned up at the breakfast table, alive and kicking. Carlyle, wisely sensing that her number is up, has emerged from exile to tie up loose ends and secure the Carlyle legacy. She may be a monster, but you have to admire her due diligence. Carlyle descends from an ancient line of warrior aristocrats. Her great-grandfather made a killing in the Second Opium War and established an empire in shipping, railroads, and newspaper publishing. While largely unknown to the public, the family still asserts its quiet dominance over global transport and logistics, media, and technology. Most senior of the partners, Alexa Carlyle, is cold as ice, tough as nails, and sharp as a razor. Incidentally, it was her late father who first brought the three families together after the end of World War II at this very house, meaning that this gentleman is the birthplace of Providence.
It began here, and it ends here. Talk about poetic.
One more thing. According to our intel, Carlyle keeps a case file on the Constant. Information that may be helpful in his recapture, so don't leave the estate without it.
Right. Happy hunting, 47. See you on the other side.
Thornbridge Manor, the Carlyle family's home for countless generations. The Revenant Alexa Carlyle and her 3 adult children, younger brother Zachary, grandson, and daughter-in-law, are all gathered to conduct Carlyle's sham funeral. Curiously, Carlyle summoned a famous London PI soon after arriving this morning, but his purpose at Thornbridge is yet unclear. Now, the target knows that you're coming, and her guard detail is top-notch. So Mr. Gray will secure their nearby field HQ and intercept all calls going in and out of the estate. Any appeal for backup is going to fall on very deaf ears. Good luck, gentlemen.
This is a private area, sir.
Phineas Whitmer, private investigator. I have an appointment with Madame Carlyle.
Please wait. Mr. Whitmer is here to see Madame Carlyle. You can go right in.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madame Carlyle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47. A famous private investigator summoned by Alexa Carlyle has arrived at Thornbridge Manor. If you take his place, it may be an opportunity to get close to Madame Carlyle.
Mr. Whitmer, thank God you're here. Can I take you to Madame Carlyle?
Please do.
If you follow me. I know I oughtn't say anything, but it's so relieved you're here. Everything's just so strange. Preparing for Madame's funeral, and then she turned up alive. But then the awful business with her brother Zachary, and all this security. I've never seen a place guarded like this, and I dare say I don't like it at all. This is what I mean. You have to be patted down before you see Madame Carlyle inside.
Sir, I just need to check.
That's a bit excessive, I think, considering the fact that I spotted no less than 2 routes to get inside the house unseen.
We know what we're doing, sir. Don't worry about that.
Mr. Whitmer, thank you for coming on such short notice. A great tragedy has fallen upon us, and I need a quick resolution, handled with absolute discretion.
Results and discretion are my speciality.
Very well. I suppose you will want to start at the crime scene.
In my experience, a thorough examination of a potential crime scene is half the job done.
Good. Fernsby will take over from here.
I am Mr. Fernsby, the butler. Madam Carlyle has asked me to assist you in any way possible. Mr. Whitmer, I understand that you've traveled from London. Would you care for some refreshments? Or do you prefer to go straight to Mr. Zachary's sleeping quarters?
I prefer to get started.
As you wish. If you'll follow me, sir. I feel obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madame Carlyle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that a staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Madame's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all. So please bear with them if they seem affected by the rather unusual situation. I trust I do not need to remind you that there will be consequences if word gets out that Madame Carlyle is still alive.
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
Before you inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madame Carlyle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was found in his room. However, Madame Carlyle suspects foul play and will not accept that he took his own life. I've prepared some information for you, so please do come and see me when you've finished your investigation of the crime scene. This is Mr. Zachary's room, to my right.
A locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this. Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47?
Throat markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons, 47. Zachary was shopping for new Wellingtons last night. Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal. Zachary's suicide note. Also, a sample of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity.
A hidden door.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside. A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty. And Madame Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning.
What about restaurants?
That leaves Madame's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi.
I don't know.
I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here's the material that I prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
This is very useful information, 47. So how does one solve a murder mystery, 47? Motive, means, and opportunity, I believe.
Patrick
May I
Carlyle.
suggest you ask the suspects for
Can you tell me
alibis?
where you were
Or perhaps
yesterday
you prefer searching the manor for clues
It's
first.
that sneaky butler, isn't it? He ratted me out. Elaine, give us some privacy, would you? Don't tell Mother, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. So, is that it?
What did you think of Zachary?
Creepy as hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum. You know, Father says Zachary and Alexa used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him, then suddenly he just gave up everything. What an idiot. Thank God Daddy chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in these circles. If that's all, I think I'll get back to my slow death by boredom.
Emma.
But why don't we get any kind of explanation? It's bloody rude, that's what it is.
No, sorry, sir, but you're just making me feel a little uncomfortable now, okay?
But why don't we get any kind of explanation? It's bloody rude, that's what it is. Making us come here to play funeral and then show up like nothing's the least bit strange.
Oh, don't get your knickers all twisted.
I'm telling you, she's not fit to be in charge anymore.
Gregory Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Oh, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Is that all? Not very thorough, are you?
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach? Huh. Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle, but who could blame him? Only company he had was his rare plants and Mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger ball. He's better off dead. Anything else you want to pry from my intricate intellect?
Emma Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Is that all?
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. But how do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended. She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Anything else you want to know?
Rebecca Carlyle, Can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 9:15. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer?
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
Copy, just relax.
Professor Edward Carlyle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor. My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He'd never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. Anything else I can do to help her?
Well, he's under a lot of pressure.
He's an idiot. That's what he is.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Any strangers outside the house?
No, we saw no one outside. Except Patrick's mother, Emma. We were sitting on the bench behind the greenhouse talking when she came out, and we had to hide. You won't tell her about me and Patrick, will you? She'd insist Madame Carlyle fire me. I'm sure of it.
Too right she will. She's always going on about how things will change once she's in charge of Thornbridge Manor.
So 41 guests will attend the...
That is the door to Mr. Fernsby's office.
We're in good time, I think.
That American lawyer in the small office, did you check his travel documents?
That is the door to Rebecca's room. I can see from the log that Rebecca was in a conference call from 9 p.m. to midnight last night.
HTC depot number 5085. No, I need it immediately. It doesn't exist. What do you mean it doesn't exist? Right. I'll double check and get back to you.
Looking good, man. Looking good.
I received a phone token from Patrick Mum's bank. Did I understand correctly? I should give it to Rebecca.
Arthur Edwards if I die.
We're not fearful she will be in trouble, she knows.
She realizes things don't add up. Inevitably getting her in trouble. I'd rather she knew who she's up against. She's clever and resourceful. Who knows, maybe she'll be able to hit him where it hurt. But I don't want her to get involved.
Hello, sir.
Hopefully she'll never have to get involved at all.
Incredibly dangerous situations, right? Shootouts and hostage negotiations, like in movies.
Hey,
Mr.
so-
Fernsby might.
Oh, no, yeah.
All right, later.
Yeah, absolutely.
That door leads to Emma and Gregory's room.
I bet he's stringing all the girls along like that anyway.
A keychain pendant for the greenhouse. What's that doing in Emma and Gregory's room, I wonder? And why is the key missing? Now this is interesting, 47. A letter from Emma's mother stating that Emma is the illegitimate child of Alexa's late older brother, Montgomery. And listen to this. She claims to have witnessed Alexa and Zachary murder him. The plot thickens.
I bet you've worked with a lot of high-profile celebrities, right?
You still trying to drag my seat? I should get back to...
So I...
Right, yeah.
Yeah, same.
On top of everything, Rosie thinks she's in love with young Patrick. I mean, that's a breaking heart happening if I ever saw one.
Life can be tough sometimes.
Alexa back from the dead, a make-believe funeral, a murder mystery. Oh, it's all too much.
Don't worry, I'm sure everything will settle down soon.
Zachary's diary. This is big. He was about to confess to the world that he and Alexa murdered their older brother Montgomery 46 years ago. And apparently, Mr. Fernsby helped make the murder look like an accident. And 47, the handwriting doesn't match the suicide letter in his room, proving he didn't write it himself.
Painkiller. Lethal if you use enough of them.
But not the poison used to kill Zachary. Of course, Madame Carlyle doesn't know that. Are you considering to frame the butler, 47? Mr. Fernsby clearly didn't commit the murder, but I think you have enough evidence to convince Madame Carlyle he did. Maybe you should tell him you are ready to present your findings. Unless, of course, you want to do some more detecting, 47?
Mary is so upset, as she's never seen a dead body before.
Poor thing.
And that detective asked to come here. Madame Carlyle must believe Zachary was murdered. Why else ask him to snoop around?
got to be kidding me. No power, no work.
Oh, Madam Carlyle will be furious. She expects the family photo to be done any moment now.
I need this shoot to happen, okay? I need this shoot to happen, okay? And I need it to be perfect. I guess we could do that. Sure. I'll finish setting up. Some...
I'm serious. I have a friend who's a model. She says that's the sweet, sweet life. You should come and stay in my place for Monday.
I'd much rather hear your stories.
I'm quite happy.
Maybe we should get back to... Yeah.
Yeah.
Just keep calm.
A safe in Madame Carlyle's office. I bet that's where she keeps the file on Arthur Edwards.
Thought I heard something. Checking it out. Over.
you be so relaxed? I wish you'd take...
How are you, sir?
Please stay back.
Yeah, hey, bro.
Gotta dig this place. Ancestral graveyard, trophy room, and the office safe is hidden behind a portrait. The secret mechanism.
A safe in Madame Carlyle's office. I bet that's where she keeps the file on Arthur Edwards.
Okay. Command, I've heard something weird. I'm gonna go check it out.
Did you talk?
Can you just stand up, please? Hey, she's single, Rebecca, right? Maybe I should ask her out. Get to know her in a personal way.
try. Rosie told me Rebecca had those really cool
I don't believe for a second that Zachary committed suicide. We'd only just run through the plan briefly yesterday.
Yes, sure. But he was upset believing his sister was dead.
I'd say worried about how things would be handled with Gregory and Emma taking over. I said they let it stay here, but Emma was sure Emma would throw him out the first chance she got. Now remember that.
Hard, aren't you? Oh. Would you mind looking into what that was?
Affirmative. That's how we roll.
It feels like I can't breathe in there. The tension. Wow.
How old is this shit?
Check that out, would you?
Yeah, whatever.
Ta-da!
Hey,
Oh,
pick that up. It's just typical that Annie gets to help the photographer. I'm the pretty one. But work, work, work. That's all I get from Fernsby.
Everything needs to be ready for the funeral. It needs to look good for the family portrait. I can feel that pressure too.
Excuse me?
Go see what the hell that was.
Will do.
I will never again meet someone like that. Can't bear to think what happened to this rare
Whoa,
plant.
Jesus.
Broken lab equipment. It looks like it was recently used, though.
This is a table showing lethal dosages for the poison used to kill Zachary.
Something is circled 47. Female, age 65 to 79, 60 to 64 kilograms. I'd say Madame Carlyle is next in line for a poisoning. You have uncovered enough evidence to tell Madame Carlyle that Emma is the murderer. Quite the detective, 47. I'm impressed. I suggest you go tell Mr. Fernsby. Unless you think there are more secrets to uncover.
With so many of us in, we'll get everything we plan for the next few months done in 3 days. If they find out how it's they'll let half of it go.
What's up?
I'm ready to present my conclusion to Madame Carlyle.
Very
How
well.
are you?
If you'll follow me, sir.
Greetings, sir.
This is Madame Carlyle's office. Please step inside.
Your detective skills have gained you access to the Lion's Den, 47. Now, go claim your reward.
So, Mr. Whitmer, you've reached a conclusion. Take a seat. Please, go ahead.
Your niece, Emma Carlyle, murdered your brother Zachary.
My niece? Emma is not my niece. She's my daughter-in-law.
And your niece. Emma is the illegitimate child of your late older brother Montgomery, who you and Zachary killed 46 years ago.
That's preposterous.
You asked me to find out what happened to Zachary. Would you rather not know?
No. No, go on.
I found a letter from Emma's mother, Jane, who was the fiancée of your older brother at the time of his death. She witnessed how you and Zachary pushed him off the balcony. She believed you did it to steal the Carlyle empire from her and her unborn child. And she raised Emma to reclaim what she lost. Marry your heir, Gregory, get revenge, and secure the Carlyle empire for her bloodline generations to come.
Emma is the daughter of Montgomery and that local girl, Jane.
She is.
Well, the girl got it wrong. I didn't steal anything. I did what was necessary to protect the future of the Carlyles. Montgomery wasn't cut out to take over from father. All heart and no balls.
Emma used the funeral gathering to speed up her installment as the lady of the house, seizing the opportunity to stage Zachary's suicide. She did her homework, used a poison made from one of Zachary's rare plants, found old floor plans from Thornbridge Manor to gain access to his room through a secret passage.
That scheming bitch.
More than you think. I found proof that she will try to poison you next.
Well, I'll have to take care of that. Thank you, Mr. Whitmer. You have not disappointed. I promised you I would reward you generously if you solved the case. So, what do you suggest?
I want the file you have on Arthur Edwards.
Edwards, the Constant. But how do you... Oh, I see. I expected you might show up. But to kill me, not help me. But I've been wrong on so many things lately, so why not this one? I will give you the file on Edwards. You've earned it. I don't suppose I could convince you to deal with my daughter-in-law now you're here. I would like to see her dead.
No? What a shame. I'll have to see to it some other way, then. The file you want is in the safe. God, I hope you get Edwards and make him hurt. I need some privacy. Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Good work, 47. That's the file on Arthur Edwards secured. Time to take care of Madame Carlyle.
Yes, yes.
Mission complete. Well done, 47.
Greetings, sir.
Oh, by the way, I told Kate about this text.
What did she say?
Well, I thought she'd be mad at me, but she just thanked me that she understood the position I was in. We had a really good talk about it.
It's a sensible one. And that stuff from your ex.
47. They're everywhere. Go, get out! It's the Constantine. Shit!
Diana can't help you now. You need to find Olivia. She will know what to do. I wish there had been more time.
And then there were none. Thank you, Miss Burnwood. Now, it's my turn.
Stay down. Boss wants you alive.
Yeah? How about now?
Over here! Cover me!
Walk away!
Or what? You gonna take us all on?
Don't.
Tell the Constant to start running!
You think you've won? 47 is out there. And 47 never misses his mark.
Neither do you, Miss Burnwood. That's what makes you valuable.
You're delusional. You think I would betray 47?
Trust me, you owe him nothing.
What is this?
I told you we could help each other, and I meant it. I'll look forward to your call.
Gray is gone. Go to Berlin and stay out of sight. We're all that's left now.